The dirty truth about wholesaling software. What's up, guys? Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, I want to give you the honest truth about all these real estate wholesaling software companies and honestly give you advice that you have never heard from another wholesaler out there. Because wholesalers out here, you know, they drink the special juice. Oh, this is the best thing ever. This is the best software ever. This is the worst software ever. And I'm going to just be completely honest with you of exactly how we find the best softwares for our real estate wholesaling business. And honestly, it comes down to just one thing. And this was something that we actually looked into doing. We actually looked at the macro perspective of the real estate wholesaling industry, the real estate industry. We decided not to go this route, but like this is a route that we learned was a huge lesson for us. And it really reveals the entire wholesaling real estate industry, and especially when it comes to software. So I'm Zach in.
I'm Rick in.
We run a seven-figure wholesaling operation. And first and foremost, we are wholesalers. We do not run a software company. We teach wholesaling real estate for free, and we just want to share our knowledge out there to the world. We run a seven-figure wholesaling operation. We understand software, but what I can tell you is there's so many softwares out there, right? There's PropStream, there's batch leads, there's SMS text blasting softwares, dialer software, skip tracing, other list polling, trying for dollar apps out here. What I can tell you is this is what our lawyer makes us say, but basically, guys, we do not own any of these companies. We might be affiliated with affiliate links on some of them. We share multiple affiliate links for competing products because honestly, we don't care. We just want to give you software that we've used, that we get deals. And no, I'm not going to bash one and then promote the affiliate we have. I'm going to give you the complete truth of exactly why I will promote a software company over a really bad one or a good one or not one. There's a dirty secret for wholesaling softwares, and we're ready to reveal it.
So guys, before we get into it, make sure you smash that like button. You hit that subscribe button to continue to receive the absolute best wholesaling information available today. Before we get into it, I've been doing this 20 years. And when I started out, there was no software to help out. There was like Excel and Word, and that was about it. Fast forward to where we are today. A bulk of us people have been around a long time. We had to use ListSource. You know why? Because it was the only option available. And a while back ago, probably it's been 8 years. I tried to even like put together a software package, and about 9 months into the operation, I figured, you know what? I'm a really good wholesaler. I'm terrible at like putting together a software company because the amount of time, attention, and detail it takes, it's just not in my wheelhouse. And I got very uncomfortable talking to programmers. I was way outside my league. And honestly, I'm really good at wholesaling. And to be a really good software company, you have to be 100% committed. That's what you have to do. I've been wholesaling for 20 years. It's what I'm best at. If I sit here and try to develop a software, do it, it's going to cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's going to take all my energy and time. Then I have to do customer service. I made a conscious decision that I am not a software developer. I'm a wholesaler, and for me to be the best and provide you guys with the best information, I like to stick in my wheelhouse, which is wholesaling.
And that's the thing. So we kind of just said it there. We've also tried to develop software for our postcards that we were actually doing in-house. And then we tried developing software, doing all this crazy stuff. Here's the honest truth we figured out. Being a software engineer and creating a software company is completely different than wholesaling real estate or being a coach or guru in the industry. Completely different businesses. Most real estate coaches, influencers, whoever you want to say, not bashing anyone, but they're different businesses, obviously, selling courses and wholesaling real estate. One's flipping students, one's flipping real estate. Nothing against any of them, but I'm just saying those are two separate businesses. What I have figured out in wholesaling real estate is each of those businesses take time. So that's why most influencers, coaches, YouTubers you see in this industry, they focus all their time on the coaching. They spend 6, 7, 8 hours a day on a Zoom call with their students, and they're not really wholesaling anymore. Maybe they got a team that's wholesaling, but they're not wholesaling. And the truth is because they can only focus their time on one thing.
I agree.
Here's the problem I've seen. The best software companies out here in wholesaling real estate. And I'm not going after, I don't know the P&Ls, the revenues, anything like that. But if I just go off of pure web traffic and the amount of people actually on the software, for example, PropStream, ListSource, batch leads, the owners of the great people, by the way. I'm nothing against them as wholesalers, but a lot of these people are real estate investors, real estate wholesalers who basically turned into software people. The reason why these companies did so well and why, I mean, there's articles out here showing that PropStream, aka listaria.com, sold for hundreds of millions of dollars. I cannot confirm or deny that, but I'm telling you, the goal of creating a software company is most of them are looking for an exit, right? Crazy Silicon Valley valuations, and that's the goal. A lot of wholesalers creating software, they're trying to do it, I'm just trying to make another revenue source. And here's the thing that we foolishly looked at, starting out, it's like, hey, why don't we just make our own software company? And then and we'll make it better than everyone. But here's the problem. These software people, they spend 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, making that software better. And they know software really well. And that's the biggest issue I've seen with people that create their own softwares. They're never as good.
Here's how I look at software. If a company started out, their primary focus was developing software, and say they go to a wholesaler like myself, Zach, or someone like you, and they go, okay, what needs are you guys looking to fulfill? That, in my opinion, is the best way to put a software company together. Having a wholesaler decide, hey, I got a following, this would be a great revenue stream, or hey, I can get everyone to take my product here. It's not the worst thing, but the problem is the end product you're getting. It takes a lot of time, money, and energy, cost. And if you guys have ever had an experience dealing with an app or anything, it's ongoing. The amount of bugs, the updates you have to do, it's endless. And not to leave out, you have to have customer support. To me, customer support is everything in software, meaning if you're put on hold forever or you have to wait to open a ticket and do stuff like that, me personally, I just won't deal with that type of stuff, especially if I'm spending top dollar for software. What I'm saying to you is software people stick in software. When wholesalers try to go, hey, I'm going to create this app and do stuff like that, I'm going to figure out how to do it. The problem is their intentions are good. Don't get me wrong, but are you getting the best quality software product available? And I'm here to tell you, wholesalers at heart are not software people. And different. Software people are definitely not wholesalers. We made the conscious choice of not to cross blend it because it didn't make sense. We're better off providing you guys content on deals we work on every day in our business and sharing my 20 years experience, his 5 years experience, how to be the absolute best at wholesaling. So when we recommend our software companies, they're people we've done business with for years, we trust, and if we ever have a problem, we can get on the phone, we get it solved, and it's all figured out. And that's how we make our recommendations based on it. It's never driven off the bottom line. Guys, we're trying to make your life easier being a wholesaler. And that's why we make the recommendations for you. And that's why we're kind of out openly. I've never heard anybody even talk about this openly.
Nobody ever talks about this because, like, I've talked to people behind the scenes in this business, and it's like you can only focus on one thing. And hey, those software people make a ton of money. But here's the thing. If you even look at the real estate coaches, like, we run a wholesaling business and we do the YouTube thing. And that's where everyone's like, oh my God, Zach, I knew it. I knew it. Something's wrong with you guys. Here's the truth. We don't run the quote unquote YouTube influencer way the same as every other person.
We're 100% different.
So here's the thing. Zach, everyone goes, Zach, how do you release so many videos? Rick, how do you release it? Why do you do all these lives? You do too much, right? And my only reply, and I always say this behind the scenes, like, I'm not on a Zoom 8 hours a day.
No, we don't. We don't trade our time for dollars. We're about providing the best content on relative information on the wholesaling today. I'm not going back and showing you how I did it 20 years ago because it's changed. Like, some of the mechanics are still the same. Guys, the bottom line is software should be a heightened experience for you as a wholesaler, and it shouldn't be an obligation. For that reason too, is we recommend more than one service because we don't own any of these companies, okay? We just have experience using them, and we have a preference. But we learned just doing one, we like to give options because some of you are a little bit more advanced. You want to involve skip tracing. You want to build some CRMs in it. You want more information. And if you're willing to pay for that, it's available. We have simple options. We have more complex options. But at the end of the day, we pay for these services just like you guys do. And in return, we recommend the ones that have helped us get huge deals in our business and that are extremely consistent.
When you are running the business and doing everything, we don't have 8 hours a day to do the Zoom calls and all this stuff. So we actually have time to go and do the YouTube thing, and we can actually share videos out like that. And that gives us a big advantage. And so I'm able to run a business and do this maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. I love it. You love it. We both love it. The thing is, if I did the whole coaching guru thing, I wouldn't be able to run a wholesaling business. And that's the honest truth. So if I was, and that's why your coach, influencer type person, they can't run both businesses. So when you find a coach or a YouTube influencer, quote unquote, that is running a full-time coaching business, you know, they got 8 salespeople cold calling, people trying to close $10,000 sales and you guys for courses. And now they're running a software company on top of that. They have to train all these people, train the VAs to do the customer service. Guys, it's overwhelming. And
it's a lot of work.
You can see what softwares are run like a corporate, big publicly traded company like software, and which ones are ran like a wholesaling operation. Most real estate course companies are run like wholesaling operations. If you run it like a wholesaling operation for a software, you're going to get killed. And that is kind of our basis on what's a good software or not. Like, how's the business run? How's the customer service? How's the actual quality data? And the most importantly, you'll see from a software company will make no money for 10 years straight just to grow the base they have, get the best customer service, and retain their customers. The wholesaler, what do they care about the first 1 or 2 years? Money, profit, net margins, boom, 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 boom.
And
boom.
I don't blame them for that because that's what we teach. And I think you make a good point with it. It's Like, listen, guys, in my opinion, you got to be good at one thing in life, okay? Kudos. Honestly, a lot of these companies in the early days were developed out of need because nobody else would do it. And it wasn't like you could just go on the internet and find a programmer overseas to help you out with it. Now, today, you've got decisions to make. You can choose. We recommend more than one platform, and because we don't own the company, and we want you to get the best experience. This company might be better than this one, but I'm not going to do like 7 or 8 companies, and I'm never going to just commit to one because I want them to constantly innovate their product, make it better, and I want them to bring us back. Hey, Zach, Rick, here's the latest release we have. Here's like the whole pre-probates thing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I never thought I'd see that day on it.
It's crazy. And then on top of that, you get a free Drawing for Dollars app on listerari.com. But like when we made the software for our postcards, right? That was insane. And the thing is, we went to a company and basically that does a lot of software and things. And I went to somebody who all they do is basically software, customer service. They're the best customer service in the game. And they basically took what we had, ran with it, and they can basically fulfill all the orders. I don't have the time to fulfill millions of dollars. Guys, mailingmastery.com, like the postcard we have in there, I give that all for free. And the cool part is there's millions of dollars of postcards being sent out there, and I don't have to fulfill those orders manually. And like if I hired a VA, what if they don't do it? Then the whole business is screwed over. The truth is, like, I couldn't even run that software. I have to have somebody go do it for me because they do the software better than me because I can't do it. The thing at the end of the day is, like, I know one guy, he actually runs a skip tracing company. It makes good money doing it. Like, but here's the thing, he was a wholesaler and he runs a skip tracing company. Does very well. And I know another dude that does SMS. Like, they're one of the top ones. You look at them, that's all they do. Like, that is all they do. They don't have a wholesaling company. They have the software and they're in it for the long game, you know, with it. I get it, right? But that is the biggest problem. So if your software you're looking at claims something crazy, a lot of people are cutting loose ends. And what I can tell you is some software company might offer, hey, you get free this. Find out where the data is coming from. If it's doing free, you might be cutting out loose ends for it. So just be careful, guys. I'm telling you right now, if your software is run by a real estate coach that's selling a program or something, just be careful because then your data is going to be used to, buy my course, buy my course, buy my course. Be careful the data you get there. But at the end of the day, guys, if your software company is being run by a real estate coach, just be very careful. Some have multiple partners and that's fine, right? Like I know, for example, Batch Driven, a Drawing for Dollars app on Batch Leads, multiple partners that are in the real estate influencer space, but those are partners. The people that actually run the show are software people. And that's something that's fine, right? Just be wary of that. So for example, that's why affiliates work pretty well for a lot of wholesaler coaches and influencers, right? Like you don't have to run a software company. You can kind of direct people to something that you use a lot.
And you can help them make their product better.
Yeah. And that's the honest truth. You can get the ear of the software company. But at the end of the day, guys, like running a software company and doing an affiliate is completely different. Just be very careful when you see software companies they're popping up everywhere, right? And you know, Zach's List, and that's my own company in the fulfilling, guys. I'm telling you.
We would never even try it. Guys, listen, I want you to hear me out is things are changing rapidly in wholesaling, as you guys have seen. And the days of how we taught wholesaling 20 years ago, how we're getting information, software companies. I'm trying to give you the raw truth of how it happens. I've been in this business 20 years. I absolutely love it. I'm not going anywhere. I am a wholesaler by nature. They're like, okay, Rick, well, you're doing wholesaling and you guys are on YouTube sharing information. That's right. I'm sharing information on something I'm an absolute expert on. And it took me years to let go because I had this dream. I'm going to do a software company. I'll make it easy. And I found out I'm not a software guy. I actually hate it. It is hard and I give credit for whoever tries it because the amount of money, energy, and time spent on it is endless. So people are consuming information in a different manner these days, and me and Zach are here to change how you guys get information. We want to give you the truth, the straight up. Some people aren't going to agree with this video, and that's fine. I'm not here to make everybody happy, but at the end of the day, it is the truth.
And hey, next year, some wholesaler can make a software company and they figure it out. You know, there's Elon Musk type people out there, all power to them. I get it, but at the end of the day, you just got to be careful. We got to look at, again, everyone asks, how do you do the YouTube and the whole thing, guys? I don't do, how many hours do you spend on Zoom this week?
No, it's not.
Here's the problem. You'll spend 5-6 hours on a Saturday on a boat. You get better at fishing. Now you can spend 30 minutes today on a video. Yeah. And that's it. Like, you know,
guys, the goal of wholesaling is for you to get freedom. Financially freedom and time with your family. So at the end of the day, if we decide to develop a software, we were going to do content, we were going to do coaching and wholesaling, it's impossible. Like you are going to burn out. I know everyone thinks they can do everything, but we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We want you to get hooked on wholesaling so you can come financially free and have all the free time to spend with your friends and family. That's the goal at the end of the day. Guys, make sure you're using software companies that's all they do. It's 100% their commitment, customer service. They're constantly innovating. And guys, I don't want to compete with these huge companies with the data and a modern day wholesaler trying to compete with them. to me, it just seems like a dead end project.
And that's the thing, like those software CEO type people, they love software. Like they love it. Here's the thing, I don't love software. I love wholesaling.
I love using software.
Yeah, but that's wholesaling.
It. But when you get into it, like coding and stuff like that,
No.
I just like my eyes just bug out.
No.
I just want to get the data. And guys, I've looked into it. It is a hard world to get into.
So YouTube, we talk about wholesaling, love it, and wholesaling, we're actually wholesaling. Like you gotta do stuff you love at the end of the day. So you just be very careful and just wary. This isn't a knock on anybody. This isn't an attack on anyone.
It's
this
just
is
the
not
truth, guys.
a promotion or attack on a software company. This is just my 2 cents. Creating a software company as a wholesaler and trying to run a wholesaling operation or a course selling operation is just not a good idea. I don't think it is. Keep it for the software people. Maybe you can partner with a software person, but I'm just telling you, doing it all yourself, it's going to be a bad idea.
Yeah, especially in today. I get when people started out. I even tried it. I failed miserably at it, for full disclosure, and I learned my lesson, but it cost me a lot of money and time. And I don't want anybody who's thinking, well, I got a little bit of coding. Guys, listen, pick one or the other, because to try to do it all, if you want to be a wholesaler, you want to be a coach, you want to be an influencer, and you want to be like a software person, how much freedom are you really going to get?
Yeah.
So we want you to get the best information. I'm giving you the truth. This is my opinion. It's Zach's opinion. And you take that data and decide what you want to do with it.
That's it, guys. So do me a favor and smash that like button and subscribe. Some people are going to be upset at this video. And honestly, we give the truth. It shocks me that nobody has brought this up once.
Wow, it was because everybody aligns with like one company and they go to do it. Listen, I honestly don't care who you get your data from. If it's helping you being a better wholesaler, I'm all for it. If you're using one of these smaller companies that works for you, stick to it. But I'm telling you, if you're out in the market looking around, look at the products me and Zach use, because we use it in our business and we test it. We don't even offer you guys product till at least we have a year or two under our belt, and we're 100% confident in how the company runs.
And last but not least, sorry about this, but like the one thing popped in my mind that I did remember. The only software companies run by wholesalers that do work sometimes is like a crazy innovative product.
Yeah.
For example, when SMS just started out, it was all wholesalers like creating that, because like the software companies didn't really understand it too much. And then eventually it kind of got the big software companies started doing it. It was fine. But guys, smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the bottom. Give me some interesting comments, but we're excited about it. So do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Have a blessed one.
See you guys. Thanks.